Today is the start of Mercury Retrograde. Yay! It was interesting because I was on a networking meeting on Zoom this morning and they had all kinds of tech difficulties. They made their way through it. They had some contingency plans that worked out. Somebody else had the slides, for example. But that's the kind of thing that happens with Mercury retrograde, right? We have communication challenges. So always during this time, you're wanting to confirm appointments, confirm that you're meeting in X place, all of that. So having those confirmations in place and following up, confirming details, anything related to communication needs to be confirmed. If you need to sign contracts during Mercury retrograde, or for those of you that are realtors, to make sure that you're really going over everything with a fine-tooth comb. It can also impact cars, cell phones, that type of thing. So just, doing your due diligence, getting things checked out, all of that kind of stuff. Mercury retrograde is actually really good for us, right? It's really great time to go within. It's a really great time to slow down, to maybe go back and sort of finish some things, right? So that is also sort of this going backward energy. Is like, go back and like, oh yeah, revisit your goals. What was I going to do? What were my intentions at the beginning of the year? Because now we're almost in September, right? So 3/4 of the year is almost gone, right? And so it's a great time to revisit your goals and or to do a new 90-day plan. What are you going to focus on for the last 90 days of the year? That would be something really great to look at during this retrograde time. And then go back, like I said, and finish things up. If there's some things that you started that you didn't get to finish, now is a great time to finish those things. And it happens to be a perfect time for me to be traveling and to be getting outside of my normal routine. And on that note, what I want to share with you guys is, what do you do when things are sort of topsy-turvy? Because they are right now for me. We are at Eric's house. He's getting the house ready to go on the market. So it's a little bit of chaos. So what do you do when it's chaos? How do you handle that? And particularly, how do I handle that, right? How do I handle things when it's a bit chaotic? I did some videos about my morning routine, but being perfectly transparent, that's not happening now, at least not all of it, right? I'm still doing little pieces of it that are really easy for me to do. And one of those things that I want to share with you is the oils. I brought a number of essential oils with me. I actually brought so this is kind of cute. And I'll put the link in the description below. Let me just make a note of that. This is a little mister, essential oils mister. I have a couple of these at my home in Maui, and one of them in my office that I use constantly. Like, I'm always turning it on. And the reason I do that is because it helps me feel calmer, right? It helps me relax. The essential oils work to impact your nervous system, right? They're really good, as are the flower essences. So I got this little tiny, and actually it runs for a pretty long time. It's got a pretty good size cup in it, and you basically just fill it with water, put your essentials oils in it, and then there's a little tiny button. But the cool thing about this is I can use it in the car. So it has a USB port, and the plug is above, it'll sit in a cup holder. And so I'm going to bring this and have it in the car with us when we're driving, so we can have that sense of peace and calm while we're driving, right? Which is really, really important. So what do I put in the essential oil little mister? I didn't bring all my oils, of course, but I brought a number of them, and I'll show you the ones that I brought. And some of these are Lemongrass Spa, which Lemongrass Spa doesn't do essential oils anymore, but other ones are from other companies. There's lots of different companies out there. So this one happens to be Tension Away. I'll put that in front of my face so you can see it. Tension away, and I don't know exactly what's in it, but that one's a good one. I also have a doTERRA balance is another one that I put in there. And then this scent I absolutely love, and this is sweet orange. And you can get that from any number of companies, the sweet orange. That's a great one. And then this is immune boost. So different companies, this is one from Lemongrass Spa. Again, so those are the ones that I put in my mister. I also have a couple other ones that I just have on hand. And this one is Purify, and it's just a roll-on. So these are already diluted. So you can just, roll that on your wrist, and that has a really lovely scent to it. And then this one is Energize. What I do on the daily, and this is something, no matter how chaotic things are, I do this in the morning. It's part of my morning routine that I mentioned when I did the videos before. But the oils that I use for this are DigestZen. And so I use this on my belly. This is a doTERRA product. I use it on my belly. And this is one that is diluted. I created this by placing fractionated coconut oil in here, and then the drops of the DigestZen in there as well. So that one goes on my belly. And then this one is a little combination of things. This one is a daily blend. It has OnGuard, TeaTree, and TerraShield. Those are doTERRA oils. And again, I made this. This one I place in a couple different spots. I place it on my solar plexus. I place it on my neck, on my forehead, on the soles of my feet, and on my palms. And I do this every day. It's just part of my routine. The last one that I have has lemongrass. Love the scent of lemongrass. You could just use lemon probably too. And then this also has a moon boost. So, and this is one that I just put it on my wrists, almost like a perfume, right? But it smells really good, especially the lemongrass smells so good. So that's one thing that I'm doing to keep myself in check. The other things that I'm doing is I'm making sure that I'm drinking a lot of water. So making sure that you're staying hydrated. So drinking a lot of water, doing the very basic things of the essential oils and the mister, dropping your grounding cords when you are going to use the restroom. That's an easy thing to do. The other thing that I've been doing in the mornings, because I'll wake up with a lot of things on my mind, right, is I do meditate. I'm still meditating every morning. That's a non-negotiable for me. I have to do that. But before, after my meditation, if I'm feeling any tension in my body, I'll literally just go through my body, do a kind of a scan of my body and feel where the tension is and purposely release it. And I'll ask Archangel Michael to help me release that tension, right? And I'll just even say the words, relax, let go, relax, let go. And I'll do that wherever I feel that in my body. If I feel in my jaw, I'll just be like, okay, relax my jaw, let it go, let it relax, let it be. If I feel it in my low back, just let that low back relax, let it be. There's nothing that I need to hold on to, right? Very soft, calming, soothing words to myself. The other thing that I think about when there's a lot going on, and we did go to the gym one day and do a lot of stretching. I walked on the treadmill. That felt really good. Anything that you can do to move your body, right? Even if it's just doing some gentle stretching, some yoga moves, if that feels good to you, moving your body in that way is really helpful, right? And then getting enough sleep, right? Not staying up too late. When you can get a good 7 hours of sleep, that's better than really pushing things. So, and I do have a little mist that I put on my pillow too. I can't remember what that one's called, but that also is a doTERRA product. And again, these are tools. The other thing that I'm continuing to do is my flower essences. So I made some combinations. I put that in my water bottle. I do that in the morning. I just make sure that I never let it get all the way down empty, and I just keep filling it up, and that will stay active all day. When things are in chaos or when things are in flux, it is real easy to beat up on yourself. It's real easy to say, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. Please don't shit on yourself, right? Just be gentle, be kind with yourself, and applaud the things that you are doing, right? Be happy for the things that you are doing to take care of yourself, right? And usually this is a temporary thing, and it's also okay to break your routine and to change things up, because you've heard me talk about shaking up your chi. It's okay to do that as well. So that's what I have to share with you guys today. Have an amazing rest of your week. Aloha.